This is the Padua Podcast Network. Have you experienced the yo-yo dieting effect? That's what's going on with me now. Running a Fever, episode 188, Tactical Adjustment. Yeah, I love my life just like those people screaming it out. Fans of Running a Fever out there, love your life. But I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of my clothes not fitting right, of those nagging back pains. I know you know the feeling. If you're listening right now, you probably do. Have you experienced the yo-yo dieting effect? That's what's going on with me now. Lost 80 pounds last year, gained 30 pounds this year. Not very good, although I have more muscle now. 20 pounds of that was muscle. But still, even though I'm in better shape than I was last year, my clothes are not fitting well. And that just kind of, is uncomfortable, literally uncomfortable. So as you know, I've been preaching about avoiding that type of thing, about thinking about the long haul, the big picture. But once again, I'm facing a crisis. I have my biometrics screening coming up in less than 2 weeks. I know you remember all this last year that I went through, and I felt a lot more confident last year than I do this year. But it's not the end of the world if I don't pass the waist measurement test that stands in for BMI, which I'm pretty sure I'm not going to pass. Again, gaining 20 pounds of muscle, it doesn't completely put me out of the picture on BMI, because right now I'm still around 30, right? So, I could lose another 15 pounds and I probably would be within the BMI, So that's possible, but I'm really counting on the waist measurement, which means I have to have a 37-inch waist measured at the belly button. And honestly, I haven't measured that recently. But I think the last time I measured it, I was 41. So there's a little room to play with there. It depends on who you get and how tight they pull it and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it this year. So, we'll see. But anyway, that's what's going on with me right now. I've got this biometrics screening coming up in less than 2 weeks. And, I'm concerned about it in the short term. So strategy is the big picture, long-term war plan. Tactics, that's on the battlefield. Right when things are happening, that's what's called a tactical plan or a tactical situation. So I'm doing a little tactical planning here for the rest of this month. Now, I'm not doing terribly right now. My body fat's still below 30%. I haven't really made any progress, though. So I'm making a tactical adjustment, which I think will not make me a complete hypocrite, but it falls a little outside of the range of my big picture plan. So I'm combining a little more cardio with a little less weight training, in fact, no weight training, and trying to tighten up my diet. So the diet will be similar to the Remington James diet that I tried for a while. I know that's not something I want to do for the long term or could do for the long term, but it did help me lose body fat. So I'm keeping my half serving of steel-cut oats for breakfast with coconut oil, going with a 4-ounce serving of grilled chicken for lunch. I've been kind of decreasing that I've been doing that for a while, but I started with 8 ounces and went down to 6 and 5, and now I'm going to 4. Just got another big bag of chicken or box of chicken, and I'm trying something different with that. I get chicken at a discount because of my employer. So I can buy a big whole case, basically, of wholesale chicken. I've been getting the chicken breasts, and this time I got the chicken tenderloins. And I'm not sure if there's a difference in taste or anything, so that's what I'm going to find out. But they are dramatically cheaper, like almost half the price of the chicken breasts. So we'll see how that goes. But 4 ounces of grilled chicken for lunch and maybe 8 ounces of beef for supper. I've been doing that stir-fried beef that I did a video on. Not taking any supplements at all. And, I'll do an episode on my visit with a cardiologist, but he's not a big fan of the supplements. But I'm just basically tightening up, and that's one of the things I'm cutting out. So total, that's about 813 calories. And we'll see what that does for me. And then I've been playing racquetball 3 times a week. And on the other days, I'm going to try to walk or hike or skate or do some light weights. Not heavy weightlifting. Again, that has more to do with weight. And I guess I'm close enough on the BMI that weight could be a factor for me. So working out would just make it doesn't burn as much calories as I do with cardio. And it could add more muscle, which normally I'm okay with, but it's another thing I'm going to mention in the cardiologist episode, but not looking to add any more weight at this point in case I can get by on the BMI measurement. So I'm close. I could possibly make it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm walking when I can, but of course you got to walk when you can. Whenever you can, you got to exercise. You got to get into doing exercise whenever you can, because within reason, because now I've got another little toe thing going on, and I I was going to record this episode on the trail on Thursday, but I couldn't because of my toe. I got out 100 yards in or 50 yards in, and I realized this is painful enough. I'm definitely not going to be able to do this for 5 miles. So we just canceled that, and I've actually gotten out there and started because I figured, maybe it's okay. It's been a few days, and I don't know whether it's a blister or what, but it's enough to cause me discomfort. So I'm playing racquetball, but that's pretty much about all there is. So I will be walking when I can, but again, I'm not sure what that's gonna. What I'm going to be able to do with that. Hopefully that'll get me in the ballpark on the waist measurement. I just wanted to check in and let you guys know what I'm doing because, I try to be honest with everything and tell you the journey that I'm going through. And this is part of my journey as I'm hitting this biometrics thing again. And, I don't want to pay an extra $100 a month. I'm going to be okay on the tobacco thing, blood pressures. I really don't know. I haven't been checking lately. I need to check that. So one of the things I need to do this week is check my waist and check my blood pressure to see how I'm doing because measurement is important in being able to achieve your goals. That's what's going on right now. Sometimes you need to do a tactical adjustment. Always don't lose sight of the big picture, but sometimes you got to do a little adjustment based on what's going on in the world and in life, what's going on in my life. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and be sure to check with me. Of course, as always, feedback is welcome all the time. mail@runningafever.com is my email address. Also, go to runningafever.com and check out all the other things we have there. If you want to help the show out financially, check out the resources page, and anything there that you want to buy without paying any more, I get a cut of it. So that helps me with the show and all the expenses that I incur here at Running a Fever World Headquarters. Thank you for listening. If you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have it, go catch it. And I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.